High school wrestling is on the air from the Seedorf Gymnasium. It's the West Delaware Hawks and the Williamsburg Raiders. Good evening, everybody. Along with Roger Reed, this is Jamie Vasky as we are set for WAMAC dual wrestling action as the West Delaware Hawks both teams actually coming off this last weekend's tournament at the Benton Community Invitational, Jerry Eckenrod Invitational, as Williamsburg finishing in 5th place in that tournament. The Hawks finished in 11th place as the Hawks look to take on the Williamsburg Raiders tonight. Roger Reed, welcome in. As I gave you a week break from me this last week, I was able to listen to you guys Thursday night, and I listened to you guys on the way home Saturday as well, and there's still some things to work on with this West Delaware wrestling team.
Well, first of all, I need to be welcoming you back. Your little bit of absence, your wonderful time, your vacation there. Great to have you back. The Hawks have a lot to work on. You know, like Coach Boss, we talked to him, and he said it's go time. And you're going to see a good team here at the Williamsburg Raiders, an outstanding dual meet team. They got some great kids in their lineup. Coach Eckenrod has done a great job. Grant Eckenrod has done a great job with these kids. Great athletes. They're solid from top to bottom, and the Hawks have a big task here. Williamsburg comes in at 12-3. Like you said, they finished 5th on Saturday in a very, very tough tournament. They did some outstanding competition. They had some guys in the finals. Vic Malloy was your champ. They had some bronze medal winners. They wrestled a good tournament. I'll tell you what, the Hawks got to come out. We're starting at 285 tonight. The Hawks got to come out on fire, Jamie, and it's all about correcting those mistakes from Saturday. A couple things that I saw on Saturday was, number one, they got to finish their shots. And number two, they got to stay off their back. If they can do that tonight, they got a good shot at winning this duel.
And another thing that I'm noticing throughout the year, when you get someone on their back, get the fall. You know, you got to smell blood in the water and get that fall. As you mentioned, we're going to start at heavyweight in tonight's duel, and it should be a good one right off the bat. We're going to see the spark plug from Williamsburg, Quentin Miller, take on Caleb Zeeser in our first dual meet here tonight as the Hawks get ready to take on the Williamsburg Raiders. Has a lot of action here at the Seedorf Gymnasium tonight. We've been busy. We wrestled JV matches on 2 mats to start this thing off, and then we came back. We introduced the senior night here at West Delaware as we introduced the senior cheerleaders, administrative assistants, and the senior wrestlers as well. And we followed that with the mini wrestlers and then a light show as well. We're going to take a break, come back, and give you your starting lineups tonight. Right after this, you're listening to West Delaware Wrestling on KMCH.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Wald LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Wald LLC on East Main Street in Manchester.
we'll keep you updated on that throughout the night as well, as Iowa currently leading Michigan State 60-43 with 9 minutes 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. So the Hawks clinging to a 17-point lead right now over Michigan State, ranked number 4. The Hawkeyes ranked number 16 as we're doing introductions here right now. As we're going to start at heavyweight, we mentioned it'll be Quentin Miller taking on Caleb Zeeser for the Hawks. At 106 pounds, it'll be 5th-ranked Grayson Kesterson for Williamsburg. He's a sophomore. He will receive a forfeit at 106. 113, it'll be freshman from Williamsburg, Garrett Jensen, taking on freshman from West Delaware, Jeff Ilgen. At 120 pounds, it'll be Colleen, the senior from Williamsburg, taking on Daniel Woods, a freshman from West Delaware. At 126, it'll be sophomore Dylan Caskey for the Raiders, and for the Hawks, it'll be Cole Engel. At 132, it'll be for Williamsburg. It's Jose Maldonado. He's a junior. He'll be taking on freshman Mitchell Mangold for the Hawks. At 138 pounds, Sterling Greiner from Williamsburg. He's a sophomore. He'll be taking on Owen Ward, a senior from West Delaware. At 145 pounds, for the Williamsburg Raiders, a sophomore Gage Blythe. He will be taking on a freshman from West Delaware, Nick Casey. At 152, a senior for Williamsburg, Colton Lewis will take on Tristan Volker, a sophomore from West Delaware. At 160, it'll be Calvin Malloy, a sophomore for Williamsburg. He'll be taking on a senior from West Delaware, Ryan DeSoto. At 170 pounds for Williamsburg, it'll be Josh Hollov, a sophomore. He will be taking on a sophomore from West Delaware, Harrison Goebel. At 182 pounds, senior, ranked number 3 for Williamsburg, Dick Malloy, will be taking on senior from West Delaware, Max Ridenauer. At 195 for Williamsburg, it'll be senior Miguel Sanchez. He will be taking on a senior from West Delaware, Brett Roush. And at 220, it'll be a junior for the Raiders, Logan Knudsen, taking on a junior from West Delaware, Sam Johnson. Of course, it is senior night here tonight, so following our dual meet here, we'll conduct some interviews with all 8 West Delaware seniors wrestling in their last home dual meet here inside the Seedorf Gymnasium, as we are set to wrestle. First up at heavyweight, it's going to be Caleb Zeeser, as he will take on Quentin Miller. I think we've got some more JV matches, some heavy JV matches going on as well.
Yeah, no mat lamp tonight, Jamie Vasky. They're going to wrestle. Williamsburg has quite a crew of wrestlers, and as does West Delaware, so they're going to wrestle some JV matches on the black mat to our right. On the home mat, the black outside, the black rim, the orange ring. This is going to be a great match here. At 285, you've got Caleb Zeeser wrestling Quentin Miller. Quentin is an unorthodox 285-pounder. He's about 5'6", and I'm not sure. He might weigh 200 pounds, maybe 205 or so. But I'm telling you what, this kid is all heart. I've seen him wrestle some big kids. I saw him wrestle some big kids on Saturday. And this guy, he's going to get in and mix it up. He's very quick. He's very, very strong. He has short levers. He's very, very strong. And I'm telling you what, he can get after it. So Caleb Zeeser will have his work cut out for him here as they're wrestling in neutral position. Zeeser working on an underhook to the right side of Miller. Miller tries to throw a headlock on Zeeser off the edge of the mat. He slips. Zeeser covers him up, but no points as they are on the black part of the mat.
And you and I saw Quentin Miller last year. We're just, he comes out there, and like you said, he's very unorthodox, so you don't think you're getting much out of Quentin Miller, but I tell you what, he's wiry. He's not afraid to throw some big moves as a heavyweight, and he's real fun to watch. And listening to a preseason interview with Coach Eckenrod, they really love him down there. He works hard, and similar to what Caleb Zeeser, all these Hawks wrestlers, and things really haven't been going the Hawks' way this season, but I tell you what, the kids are still working hard, and they're giving everything they got every time out and every day at practice.
Well, you're right, Jamie. We talked about this at the start of the season with their youth. This team is going to be a work in progress, and I'm still very hopeful that we're going to see this team put their best singlet, put their best foot forward here, and tonight would be a great night to start it. 42 seconds left to go. Neutral position, hard collar tie by Miller. Underhook now by Zeeser on the left side of Miller. He's got to get his head over there. Miller blocking him off with that head. Zeeser trying to work that underhook. Watch out, Miller will shoot a high cross from here, so Zeezer's got to be careful to get his head in the right position. Hard collar tie by Miller, retie by Zeeser. Zeeser gives him a shove free. Back to the center of the mat we go. Hard collar tie, left tie. Now an overhook by Miller. He's got the right arm of Zezer tied up. Zezer blocks him off, pushes him away. 11 seconds left to go. First period, nice hard underhook down by Zezer. Snap down by Zezer. Miller squares him off. Both neutral position. We're going to go to the second period. Knotted up at zeros. No score here. Either wrestler, Miller having a try to headlock. Zezer's content to work that underhook to no avail. It's going to be Miller's choice. Williamsburg, the visitors, won the red leg band tonight. Miller will choose down.
And he's going to hit a very quick switch on Caleb Zezer and pick up a 2-point reversal.
And here's what he does, Jamie. He does so well. He's about 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'8". He's going to slap the cross body right on. And
as a heavyweight.
As a heavyweight. As a short levered heavyweight. I'm telling you what, he does a great job of getting those feet in and hooking his toes right behind the knees of Zezer. Now he's got a half Nelson on the left side. He's trying to work a power half Nelson. Zezer's got to get up to his knees and scoop one of those ankles as Miller is high right now. Here comes a tripod stand-up by Zezer. He's going to try to shake Miller off. Miller very high. Miller knocks both hands out from under Zezer. Zezer has to go back down to elbows. 1:17 left to go. 2-0 as Miller hit Zezer with the switch to start the second period. Crossbody right back in by Miller. Power half Nelson. He's got a half Nelson sunk in deep on the left side. Now he's going to go to work cranking that half Nelson on Caleb Zezer. Zezer wings down the half, goes back to work. He's got to get his hips up, Jamie, so he can shake him down.
Yeah, and he's going to roll, and that's one thing you don't necessarily want to do against a legger is roll into him, and that's kind of what Zezer did, but I think he's going to get away with it as Miller's hips went down to the mat, but a lot of times you roll like that, and you're just going to fit right into what he wants out of you. He's going to try it again. He's going to give up near fall points as Caleb Zezer.
Yeah, you called it right there. That's what Miller wants you to do. Wants you to hit that roll, and then he's going to hook on, just like we saw Assumption do all day Saturday. They're going to hook underneath with that claw ride. They're going to set you up. You're not going to get the fall, but that's a 3-point near fall by Miller with 22 seconds left to go. Zezer's got his work cut out for him here. He's got to score a couple points here to get back in the match. Here comes the cross body ride again by Miller. And again, not only is this duel huge tonight, but you're still thinking about the seeding meeting that's a short 2.5 weeks away for that Walmart tournament, Jamie. And it's ever so important that you can pull an upset here. You can get yourself in so you can make that seeding meeting very interesting.
Absolutely, and I think Zezer's he's going to choose neutral. You have to here, especially with Miller being so good with the legs. But yeah, you're right, and you know, we're going to be sitting in that seeding meeting. You're probably going to be running it, and we're going to see, all right, how'd you do in that dual meet? And if you lose matches, you're not going to get favorable seeds that you want. So sometimes you just gotta dig down deep and come up with a series of moves and try to get yourself into a match and possibly win a match.
Well, exactly right. And Caleb's got a lot of work left to do here. He's down 5-0. And it was a scoreless first period in neutral. There's a sweep single by Miller showing off some of that very quick move from him. Boy, got in underneath. Now here comes that cross body ride. He's going to put the double legs in. A tripod roll by Zezer. And Miller's going to pick up some near fall points as he underhooks that left side of Caleb Zezer. Zezer has to let go of the ankle and roll back through to his stomach. And now Miller goes right back to work. And boy, he is so cat quick for his size and his body style. As he bumped that, he posted that left elbow of Zezer and attacked that left leg and got right in. And before Caleb Zezer knew it, he was taken down by Quentin Miller. So we're going to get a stalemate with 54 seconds left to go here. And again, it's 7-0. So we might see Quentin Miller let Zezer up, which he does. It makes it 7-1. And Miller's thinking bonus points right here. So Caleb Zezer's got some work cut out for him. He's got to tie up those wrists. And here comes that quickness of Quentin Miller. He snaps the head of Zezer down, slaps him with a drive cradle. Zezer bails out of it, but Miller's going to cover up the hips. Now it's 9-1. Quentin Miller working on a major decision. 37 seconds left to go, and Zezer's got to score some points, or at least one, to take care of that major decision. And that's something we talked about Saturday, Jamie. If you're going to get beat, but don't give up bonus points.
Yeah, and right now you're losing by 8. You know, get an escape here. You got 20 seconds. Just get up, come up to your feet, and that's what it's going to take. You know, make it a decision. Don't give up the major here.
And it's 14 seconds left to go. Miller slaps a cross body right in on the right side of Zezer, and he's still working that power half Nelson on the left side. Zezer, not much to do underneath, not much hand control. and not much movement. And that's what you got to do, but give the little guy credit. Give the little guy credit. I'm telling you what, nice match there by Quentin Miller. Caleb Zeeser still has some work left to do, and Jamie, that's something we talked about is, you're still kind of waiting for Caleb Zeeser to just, we've seen moments of brilliance out of him, but those moments of brilliance have been, few and far between, but he's got the capability.
Yeah, and you look at the difference between Caleb Zeeser this year and Caleb Zeeser last year, and there's a big difference there. Do we have someone in here at 106? This is Tristan Dietrich.
Bet you this is going to be Tristan Dietrich. Tristan Dietrich thrown in there at 106, Jamie.
And I think he's taking on Garrett Jensen. I don't believe he's taking on Kesterson.
Yeah, they're probably going to move. I think you're right. They're probably going to move Kesterson up. And they're going to figure that out at the score table via track wrestling again. They got to make the changes there. And we'll see this happen. So let's check out the skinny on...
he's a 13-pounder.
He's a 13-pounder. So must be able to weigh in at both weights. Weighing guys in at both sides.
We do know it's going to be Tristan Dietrich. We know that.
Well, we certainly do. And try to get it squared away on track wrestling. Jamie, we've got to talk about Saturday. Cedar Rapids Jefferson Invitational. That's going to be a barn burner. Very, very tough 3A meet. There's one 1A school there, Alburnett, and I think West Delaware may be the only 2A school. The rest are 3A, and that's going to be just a tough meet on Saturday. Well, right to work goes Jensen in on a low double on Dietrich, and Dietrich kind of an undersized 106-pounder. That was a solid double by Jensen as he got in and finished and sat Dietrich to his backside quickly. And now a hard chop, a tight waist by Jensen, and he's got Dietrich posted on his right shoulder. And looking for some back points. Now a chicken wing by Jensen has Dietrich going to his back. Dietrich rolls through, but Jensen catches him with a half Nelson. Now he's going to tee out. Dietrich trying to post both elbows and keep his shoulder blades up. But I'm telling you what, this is tight. And we got a referee that's a quick pin caller. So I'm telling you what, this thing might be over. 119 left to go. Jensen up on top, but we're seeing some fight out of Dietrich. That's what it's all about. That's what we talked about, Jamie. Being able to fight off your back, not giving up those fall points, and we saw that out of Tristan Dietrich right there.
Yeah, he did a good job. He knew that he was in trouble, and he was going to his back, and now he's going to go to his half Nelson by Jensen here. And
tell you what, that is deep, and he's got that in tight. He's trying to go chest to chest. Dietrich doing a good job in that high bridge, but Jensen's going to reload that. Garrett Jensen, the freshman from Williamsburg, is going to reload that half Nelson. 43 seconds, there's the fall. 118, the freshman from Williamsburg is going to pin the freshman from West Delaware with a deep half Nelson, going chest to chest. And I'm telling you what, that the Hawks are down early 10-0, so we got to find a stopper here at weight class 113. It's going to be Jeff Ilgen for West Delaware. And this is going to be Kesterson, so they flip-flopped him. They flip-flopped him here. Kesterson's ranked number 5 in Class 2A. He's a sophomore. And I'm telling you what, he got beat in the semis on Saturday to a very, very good top-ranked wrestler from Don Bosco. And he's very, very tough, Jamie. So Ilgen will have his work cut out for him.
Well, he will. And, I remember last year, I don't remember what place he finished at state, but I know he was kind of a big surprise around the state, just what he was able to do as a freshman. And, he's going to continue here and has that number 5 ranking in Class 2A.
And he starts with a high crotch in on a single, and he back trips Ilgen, and quickly goes to a tight waist, traps the right arm. Now a chicken wing by Kesterson as he's going to snap Ilgen to his back. Now a half Nelson. He's going to load Ilgen up. And Kesterson trying to make short work of Ilgen here with a half Nelson with his left. He's curling that other arm. He's going to scoop the left arm now of Ilgen and try to tee out on him. give Ilgen credit for trying to keep that left shoulder up. Kesterson really working that right shoulder, that left shoulder now of Ilgen, trying to tee out. He's a little bit high. There's the fall right there, 53 seconds. So Grayson Kesterson ranked number 5, and we're seeing why he is ranked number 5. As he is very, 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 very tough here. And proving it right there with the 53-second fall over the freshman from West Delaware, Jeff Ilgen. You can say one thing, Jamie, these freshmen that are in the lineup for West Delaware, they're taking their lumps. And as Alex and I talked about on Saturday, you hope that they don't get dejected and down on themselves, but they hope they can take these tough losses and learn from them and gain some valuable experience.
Absolutely. That's going to put Williamsburg up 16-0 here as we move to weight class 120, and up for the Hawks is going to be a freshman, Daniel Woods, as he is taking on a senior from Williamsburg, Colleen, and Colleen quickly out with a 2-point takedown.
Now the West Delaware Hawks are still looking for their first 2-point takedown of the night, as Williamsburg has made it look fairly easy so far. Their upperclassmen working these freshmen of West Delaware over right now. Colleen, a very fine senior at weight class 120. And again, if you can get a senior at weight class 120, a lot of times you're going to be wrestling some underclassmen, so you got that experience. Inside wrist by Lean, got the right arm of Daniel Woods tied up. Now he scoops the inside wrist on the left side, rolls it out to a bar. He's got that left arm of Daniel Woods across his back. Now he's got a chicken wing. He loads the chicken wing up. Woods goes to his back. This could be a fall by Lean as he's in tights. Got that chicken wing. There's a fall right there in 102. Colleen, the fall of 102 with a nice chicken wing. And I'll tell you what, looking for a stopper, Jamie. That pin bug is contagious. And it's going to be up to sophomore Cole Engel here at weight class 126 to put a stop to it. He's taking on Dylan Caskey, who's a sophomore from Williamsburg. So Cole Engel had a very tough day on Saturday. So he's got some work to do here. Again, a huge match for Cole Engel.
Yeah, it really is. And, he's got he was injured for a better part of the first half of the season and still trying to get that match shape and, that competition shape back under his belt, is looking to continue to get better here. And, that's going to just come with experience and going to have to keep going. Oh, this duel's going to move real fast.
That's exactly right. There's a nice single by Engel. Got that leg up, a nice back trip, and Caskey finds himself on his back momentarily. He rolls through. Engel's trying to pull him back to his backside. And that will be West Delaware's first takedown of this dual meet. He got a takedown for 2, and now a nice 2-point near fall. Engel goes up early, 4-0, and he drives Caskey off the edge of the mat, so a restart back to the middle we go. Caskey will choose down. Well, he won't choose down. He's already down as Engel won the takedown there. Engel will start on the left side, chop, tight waist, scoops the chicken wing. Now maybe a tilt. Engel tries to load him up with a wing. He gets a roll through. Fouls a 1 count. Still got the chicken wing on the left side of Caskey. Got the wing in tight. Now maybe he might try to load up a farmer. Still got the left arm of Caskey trapped across his back, trying to scoop the right inside wrist. Caskey doing a good job with hand control. Engel now with the tight waist with the right. Chicken wing with the left. He's got Caskey loaded up. He's going to pick up 2-point near fall for sure. Got a chicken wing in. Caskey rolls it through. Engel maintains the chicken wing on the left side.
Mitchell Mangle with a quick takedown as he's taking on Jose Maldonado from Williamsburg.
All right, so we're on both mats now, Jamie.
Yep, and Maldonado is a junior for the Raiders, and Mitch Mangold is a freshman, as Mitchell Mangold leading 2-0 here. So we might have to switch mats because I can't see that scoreboard over there.
Well, you're exactly right. That's 128. If you want to do that, Jamie, that would be fine.
10 seconds left to go in the first period over there with Engel and Dylan Caskey. Engel leading 6-0 as he's going to pick up might have got a 2 count. I don't think he did. I think it's going to be a roll through as it is. So as time expires in the first period, so it'll be 6-0 Cole Engel leading. Again, the Hawks trail this dual meet 22-0.
Well, Mangold cuts Maldonado loose, and quickly Maldonado in on a single, sets Mangold on his backside and picks up 2. It's 3-2. in favor of Jose Maldonado with 52 seconds left to go in the first. So, Jamie, if you're going to cut somebody loose, you got to make sure you make that takedown pay.
And then now if you're Mitchell Mangold, you got to make sure you come right back up. Engel's going to choose down to start the second period, and he comes to a re-switch there by Caskey, and they're going to go out of bounds as Engel tried rolling through. He did get Caskey rolled over to his hip, but they go out of bounds. Engel remains down. Minute 46 left to go in the second period. Cole Engel leading 6-0.
Maldonado now with the cross body and a long switch attempt by Mangold off the edge of the mat. There you go. Mangold fresh off that very, very nice bronze medal on Saturday.
There's a 2-point reversal on a switch by Cole Engel. Now he's got Caskey on his back once again looking for the fall. He's going to go to a reverse half Nelson. He's got Caskey on his back. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. He leads 8-0. A minute 24 left to go, second period. And Caskey's going to roll off his back, and Engel will go up 11-0 here with a minute 15 left to go in this second period.
Long switch by Mangold. He's going to try to pick up the reversal on the edge of the mat. Maldonado with the re-switch. 5 seconds left off the edge of the mat. They go. No points. Back to the center with Maldonado ahead 3-2. 5.2 seconds left to go. Mangold will try to score one here. There's an outside stand-up by Mangold. He's going to try to turn and face Maldonado. Maldonado wrapped around the waist. Mangold no room to move, so we'll go to the second period. Mangold down 3-2.
Engel again with a 3-point near fall as he goes up 14-0 here with 40 seconds left to go in the second period. And this is what we talked about. Now you've got an opportunity. You could get a tech fall or a pin. When you get him on his back here, make sure you lock something up that's going to give you that pin here if you're Cole Engel.
Well, you're exactly right, Jamie. And, you can tilt and tilt and tilt and tilt. And a tech fall is great, but you gotta, in a dual meet where you're behind by 22, you need a fall.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tech fall, 16-0 for Cole Engel.
Maldonado giving Mitch Mangold fits here with that cross body ride. Nice stand up now as Mangold scoops that heel of Maldonado as he tries to put it in. He comes to his feet. He's going to turn and face Maldonado and score the escape. It's going to be a 2-point. 1-point escape by Mangold. Mangold in on a single. He scoops the left leg of Maldonado. He's got to pop his head out. He does. He scores 2. Nice job there by the freshman from West Delaware. Outstanding job to pick up that 2-point takedown. He ends up with a chicken wing on Maldonado. Now he's going to try to drive that chicken wing on the right, inside wrist on the left. Now a half Nelson on the left. Mangold with 1 minute to go. Mangold tries it over the top, tries to step over that wing, and Maldonado takes the wing away.
And we've got a final in East Lansing, Michigan tonight. Well, we got a second here. Iowa defeats Michigan State 76-59 as they sweep Michigan State for the first time since the 1992-93 season. So congratulations to Coach Fran McCaffrey as they defeat Michigan State tonight 76-59. Great great game by the Hawks.
Well, it's a great cross-face cradle by Mangold as he's going to pick up 3. Maldonado goes crazy underneath, kicking that leg back and forth, but Mangold's going to pick up 3 with it, builds that lead now 8-3 with 11 seconds left to go in the second. I'll tell you what, a great second period by Mangold.
Was that an escape, takedown, and 3-point near fall by Mangold?
Yes, it was, Jamie. Escape, takedown, and a 3-point, so a 6-point period for Mangold so far with 8 seconds. I'm telling you what, that's outstanding.
And over there on the mat to the east, we've got Owen Ward, the senior from West Delaware, taking on Sterling Griner, a sophomore from Williamsburg.
I'll tell you what, the Hawks are going to make an attempt to win this duel. Right here in the middle of the lineup is where you got to put the pressure on, and opportunity for West Delaware to pick up some huge wins. Maldonado's choice to start the third, and he's going to choose neutral. Mangold in that staggered stance leading. There's a nice knee block by Mangold. Boy, almost had that cross knee up that underhook, and Maldonado squares him off. Maldonado down a snap and a spin. He's got his left leg trapped inside the right leg of Mangold. Mangold trying to pop his head out for 2. Maldonado hanging on for dear life on top. Mangold trying to shake him down. Maldonado has a cradle locked up, but no points as Mangold has the right leg or the left leg of Maldonado. Now an outside single by Mangold. and we're going to get a stalemate.
We go to the second period. Owen Ward leads 2-0 as he picked up a 2-point takedown in that first period over Sterling Griner. Ward defers to start the second. Griner's going to choose down as Ward leads it 2-0. Our dual meet score is 22-5 in favor of Williamsburg, as the Raiders have won 4 matches, 3 of those by fall. The Hawks, with just the one win, a 16-0 Tech fall by Cole Engel.
Maldonado's a low single on Mangold. Mangold fights. Mangold fights. Now he's going to snap. He's going to snap Mangold to his back, Maldonado to his back. Mitch Mangold with a nice snap and drive on Maldonado. Now he goes to a headlock finish. Maldonado will roll through, but it's a 2-point takedown and a 3-point near fall. That's what you just talked about, Jamie, getting the fall. Getting the fall. Adjusting yourself so you can get the fall.
And here's Owen Ward. He's going to tackle, dive in on the legs as there's still on top is Owen Ward looking to climb the body of Sterling Griner and try to pick up some near fall. It's 1:15 left to go in the second period. Owen Ward leads 2-0. As a Turk attempt here by Owen Ward now. Now he's going to grab the head. Got to go to the far shoulder as he's got the Turk locked up. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous, so we'll restart here with 1:05 left to go in this second period.
Mitch Mangold with a cross body. He's got a 13-3 lead here, and he's going to give up a 2-point reversal as he got high. Ended up with a cross body right in, and not where he wanted to be.
What was the final there?
It's 13-5, so a major decision by Mitch Mangold over a very, very good Jose Maldonado, the junior from Williamsburg. It's going to be a major decision, 22-9 now. Again, you're looking for those pins. You just got a tech fall. You just got a major, but it's very, very difficult to get yourself back in the dual meet. Owen Ward now with a nice back trip over Griner. And we're going to move up to weight class 145. And for West Delaware, it's going to be Nick Casey, the freshman, taking on Gage Blythe. Jamie, how many more Blythes are there at Williamsburg?
Can't get rid of them.
They just keep coming.
They do. 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Owen Ward still leading 2-0 over Sterling Griner as they go out of bounds with 16 seconds left. So we'll come set once again. Dual meet scores 22-9 after a tech fall for Cole Engel and a major decision by Mitchell Mangold are the Hawks wins as they've won 2 matches in a row here.
Gage Blythe with an underhook to the left side of Nick Casey, lifts the underhook, picks up a near single, and then back trips Nick Casey, covers him up for a 2-point takedown with 1:08 left to go. So let's see, Gage Blythe is a sophomore, so the sophomore out early 2-0. And again, West Delaware a little tentative on their feet. You got to look for those takedowns, get yourself ahead in these matches, and make Williamsburg try to come from behind.
Third period now, Owen Ward chooses down to start the period, leading 2-0. Nice lift and return by Griner, but a nice switch by Owen Ward is going to put him up 4-0 now. Just underway here in the third period. A very nice switch is a lift and return attempt by Griner and a quick switch by Owen Ward. That you couldn't teach it any better than that. And now a tilt attempt, a roll-through tilt by Owen Ward. He's going to pick up some near fall points, as our official has not signaled the near fall yet, but Owen Ward, it looks like he's going to get 2, as he will go up 6-0. It is 6-0 Owen Ward, 1:20 left to go, third period.
Gage Blythe now with the chicken wing on Nick Casey. Casey tried to come out with a long switch. He left his right arm behind, and Gage Blythe scooped that right arm right into a chicken wing. Now he's got an inside wrist on the left. Now he's got a double chicken wing. As he scoops the left arm, Nick Casey is going to go to his back. 7 seconds left to go in the first period. Our referee's down counting near fall points. Blythe is going to try to sit through with that double chicken wing, and the clock is going to save Nick Casey, but it's a 3-point near fall. Gage Blythe will go up 5-0 into the second period. So
another tilt over there by Owen Ward is going to give him near fall points. It's going to be 3, so he's going to go up 9-0. So he's got a major decision now, potentially dangerous. 39 seconds left to go in this third period. The Hawks trail Williamsburg in the team score 22-9, but Owen Ward leading this match 9-0. How are we going to check? We got blood time over here on the mat to our east, so we'll stay here, or our west mat, as we'll stay right here with Owen Ward. 30 seconds left to go, third period. Another roll by Owen Ward. He's got the major decision, but no tilt there, no near fall as Griner is going to roll through that with 20 seconds left to go. So Owen Ward looking to make it 3 wins in a row here for the Hawks. But when you're not getting any pins, and the bonus points are nice, but you're not getting any pins, it's going to taking a little bit longer to get that team score tied up. And here's a throw attempt by Owen Ward as an escape by Griner. It's going to make it 9-1 as Griner trying to throw Ward. Ward comes up just about through Griner to his back. 3 seconds left to go, and Owen Ward is going to pick up a 9-1 major decision over Sterling Griner. And that's going to make the team score now 22-13 in favor of Williamsburg. So nice job there by Owen Ward on senior night here, picking up a nice major decision and the 3rd win in a row for the Hawks, 2nd major decision in a row. As we move up to weight class 152, we're going to see Tristan Volker, the sophomore from West Delaware, taking on Colt Lewis, the senior from Williamsburg.
And we've got the blood taken care of on the black mat, so Nick Casey's going to choose neutral to start this 2nd period. As they looked over to Coach Payton and Coach Litterer, and they thought neutral would be the best place for him to go. There's an underhook by Blythe, overhook. Now Blythe's really working that block, that throw attempt. He's going to double underhook now, and he's got Nick Casey. Off. Casey throws Blythe off the edge of the mat, though. That's a great job by the freshman. He launched Blythe, but it was off the edge of the mat, gaining some confidence right there as Nick Casey, as Blythe stepped in and tried to throw Casey. Casey used that pressure, but it was too far off the edge. So back to the mat we go. Low single now by Blythe. He's got the right ankle of Casey. Casey stuffing the head of Gage Blythe. Now Blythe pulls that ankle out, lifts it up, treetops Casey for a 2-point takedown. It's 7-0.
2-point takedown over here for Colt Lewis over Tristan Volker. Now he's going to throw Volker to his back, just a whip over as he scooped the arm, and he's got Volker on his back looking for the fall. A minute left to go in this first period. And still looking for the fall is Colt Lewis. Is Volker doing a good job of fighting off his back here. 45 seconds left to go in this first period. The Hawks trail this dual meet 22-13. They've won the last 3 matches, but Volker having to fight off his back here against Colt Lewis. There's the fall, 1 minute 28 seconds. The fall for Colt Lewis. And the Hawks will go down now 28-13.
And Jamie, that's been the difference so far. The Hawks in those matches have had the Raiders on their back but haven't scored the fall. And when the Raiders have had the Hawks on their back, they've been able to get the fall. So you look at the match points so far, and that's the difference. That's those fall points. 7-0 lead for Blythe on Nick Casey. 10 seconds left to go in the second period. Blythe up on top, working an inside wrist, trying to curl that left arm out, back out to a chicken wing. And Casey's got to try to work some hand control. And the freshman's finding the going just a little bit tough in the second period. It's going to be Blythe's choice to start the third period, and he's going to choose down.
We go to 160, and for the Hawks, it's going to be senior Ryan DeSoto taking on the sophomore from Williamsburg, Kevin Malloy. Is Malloy a sophomore? We're going to see Vic Malloy come up here at 182 pounds as he's ranked number 3 in the state in Class 2A. Here's a double leg attempt by DeSoto, front headlock by Malloy. As we're just underway first period, 28-13 is our team score in favor of Williamsburg.
Well, it's going to be a 2-point reversal by Blythe with a long switch on Nick Casey, so it's 9-0 with 1:33 left to go. Blythe working a chicken ring now on the right side, a tight waist on the left side, dumps Casey back to his right shoulder. Now he slips the wing, goes to a power half Nelson on the left side. Casey doing a nice job keeping his head up. But he's got to work some hand control. The young freshman here is in good position, but he's not doing anything to block the hands off of Gage Blythe. And Blythe is really controlling the levers of Nick Casey here. So, Jamie, you're a freshman wrestling here. You're wrestling a sophomore. Work some hand control, try to get back to your feet, and try to score some points.
Still scoreless at 160 pounds between Ryan DeSoto and Kevin Malloy. as there's 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Just a lot of hand fighting out there between Malloy and DeSoto. As DeSoto, a 2-on-1 on the left side of Malloy, as Malloy goes to that collar tie, and DeSoto fighting that off. 18 seconds left to go first period. Now a 2-on-1 for Malloy, as it looks like we could, front headlock attempt now by Malloy, as we could finish this first period scoreless between Ryan DeSoto, the senior for the Hawks, and Kevin Malloy, the sophomore from Williamsburg. And we will 0-0 as we go to the second period.
Well, off the edge of the mat goes Casey and Blythe. Back to the center we go on the restart. A switch attempt, sit-out attempt by Casey. And again, he leaves that right arm behind, making it easy for Gage Blythe to chop that right arm and knock Casey off his base. Blythe on top, right in parallel with 13 seconds left to go. Boy, Casey needs a 2-point reversal here to take care of that major decision. But I'll tell you what, nice job of Nick Casey going the whole 6 here. And it's going to be a major decision by Gage Blythe, 9-0. Going to give the Raiders 4 more, making the score 32-13, going to weight class 170. And we're going to see Harrison Goebel take the mat for West Delaware. His opponent will be the sophomore Josh Holub. And then we'll get into the meat of the Raiders lineup with Vic Malloy, Miguel Sanchez, and Logan Knutson. So tough going here. Again, tough going for the Hawks. They've got to come up with a couple of upsets here.
Here in the second period, a 1-point escape by Malloy and a 2-point takedown by Malloy has the score 3-0 in favor of the sophomore from Williamsburg.
Harrison Goebel now out on the mat. 2 sophomores, Josh Holub, Harrison Goebel going at it here at weight class 170. Again, Goebel very, very long and lean at weight class 170. Not a full 170-pounder, but he's done a nice job so far at that weight. Underhook now by Goebel on the right side. Trying to lift that underhook of Holub, trying to penetrate that right side. And Holub doing a nice job blocking him off with his head and controlling the wrist of Goebel.
1-point escape for DeSoto and another 2-point takedown for Malloy has the score now 5-1 in favor of Kevin Malloy from Williamsburg. 35 seconds left to go second period. Williamsburg leads the dual meet 32-13.
2-point takedown by Harrison Goebel as he scoops the leg. Now he's got a tilt. He's got Holub in a tilt. And again, he's going to pick up at least 2, maybe 3 on the near fall. I'd like to see him turn those tilts into some spins. Goebel now with a hard cross face.
Another 1-point escape for DeSoto. And a bear hug by Malloy is going to pick up another 2-point takedown here as he goes up 7-2 here with 3 seconds left to go in this second period. And that's going to do it for our second period. DeSoto trails 7-2 against Kevin Malloy. It'll be DeSoto's choice, and he's going to go down to start the third.
Harrison Goebel with the cross-face cradle on Holub. He tries to roll him across his back and dump Holub for near fall points. Holub slips it, and now we got a scramble situation with 18 seconds left to go. We'll see if we get a stalemate as Holub's got his left leg trapped inside the right leg of Goebel, and Goebel hanging on for dear life. We're going to get a restart, and Goebel's going to choose up, or he's going to start up.
Malloy still riding on the left side here of Ryan DeSoto. Minute 35 left to go in this third period. Malloy leads DeSoto 7-2 here at 160 pounds. Just 3 matches left after these 2 on the mat conclude.
Well, we knew it would go fast once they went to 2 mats. They wrestled a few JV matches, and then on 2 mats, they knew it was going to go fast. And again, to get the Raiders home at a decent hour tonight after all the festivities here on the senior night at the Hawks Nest, and got the light show, got the Pee Wee wrestling.
Hey, speaking of light show, I've got a new pair of running shoes for you to buy. Over across the way, do you see that kid with the lights on his shoes?
I see he's got about 3 or 4. They turn about 3 or 4 different colors,
and they blink too.
That's
you
right.
need some of them for running in the morning.
I do. That would be outstanding.
So people can see you coming and going. Here's a 1-point escape by Ryan DeSoto as it makes it 7-3 now in favor of Kevin Malloy. He's going to have to get going here as DeSoto. 38 seconds left to go in this match, and a double leg attempt by Malloy. And this is what got DeSoto in trouble before, is Malloy went into that double leg and ended in a bear hug and got it just about through DeSoto to his back. 20 seconds left to go. third period. Malloy still leading DeSoto 7-3. There's another shot attempt here by Malloy as DeSoto circling, trying to find that angle, but having a hard time against the sophomore from Williamsburg, Kevin Malloy. 7-3, 5 seconds left to go in this match. And Kevin Malloy is going to defeat Ryan DeSoto. Final score 7. Now they're going to give him another takedown. That'll make it 9-3 in favor in the win for Kevin Malloy.
Josh Holub with a snap down, and he scoops the right elbow of Harrison Goebel and tries to launch him to his back. And Goebel, with that flexibility, slips Holub, finds the edge of the mat, so back to the middle we go with 55 seconds left to go. Goebel still leading 6-0. Goebel now with the Russian tie, 2-on-1, tying that right arm of Holub up. Holub's going to block him off with his head. Holub with the retie to the right arm of Goebel. Goebel still controlling that right elbow of Holub. Holub now with the cross ankle pick on Goebel. Goebel steps that right leg back, and Holub's really working the ankles.
Over on the mat to our left, it's going to be Max Ridenauer, another senior for the Hawks, as he's taking on third-ranked and senior from Williamsburg, Vic Malloy. Tell you what, there's another kid who you watch him as another face mask on the mat tonight. As first it was Owen Ward for the Hawks, now Vic Malloy. Tell you what, that's one kid that's really improved over his 4 years at Williamsburg. I remember him wrestling as a freshman on the varsity level. Has really come a long ways and earned that third ranking on this season, as he's going to cut Ridenauer loose after a 2-point takedown. 2-1 is our score, and Malloy on a sweep single. He's going to try to dump it down, and he's going to dump Ridenauer to the mat, and he's going to pick up another 2-point takedown, and he's going to go up 4-1 here with 1:09 left to go in this first period.
Nice 2-point takedown as the second period ends by Goebel. A little bit more time. He'd had back points on Holub. He now leads 8-0 going to the third period, and it's going to be Holub's choice. He's going to choose neutral. Holub with a headlock attempt on Goebel. The referee gave 2. He shouldn't have gave 2, but he did. Now he's going to give Goebel 2 for the reversal. Holub did not have control of that headlock as Goebel rolled through, but he picked up a 2-point reversal, 2-2. Now Holub controls that right leg of Goebel on a short sit turn-in by Holub, and he's going to try to dump Goebel to his hip, and he does. Goebel now wrestling on his hip. Goebel using that length. He's draped over the top of Holub. He's controlling that right ankle of Holub. Holub's trying to kick the right ankle free, and a nice job by Goebel to hang on for dear life here, hoping for a stalemate. Now he's got Holub trapped, and Holub's going to tripod up and shake off Goebel, and Goebel will have to give up the 2. It's now 10-4 with a minute left to go in the third period. Holub up on top, riding tough.
Here's Vic Malloy with Max Ridenauer on his back here. 5 seconds left to go in this first period. It's 4-1 in favor of Vic Malloy, and I think that's going to be a 3-point near fall. It's going to make it 7-1 here as we go to the second period.
Holub up on top of Goebel now, riding a tight waist with a half Nelson. Boy, had Goebel going to his back. Now a cross body ride by Holub. Cross face hard from left to right. Had Goebel going to his back. Goebel rolls through. Now an inside wrist on the right by Holub. Power half Nelson. Anything he can do to try to throw Harrison Goebel to his back. Again, cross body ride on the right. Now he's going to try a banana split. And Harrison Goebel does a nice job keeping his knee tucked, keeping those elbows in so Holub can't scoop him. He's got a banana split locked up on Goebel. Goebel doing a good job showing some more of that flexibility, and that's going to do it. Harrison Goebel will pick up a hard fought 10-4 win, a 3-point decision for the West Delaware Hawks.
2-point reversal and by Malloy, and he's going to throw Ridenauer on his back. He's going to pick up a fall in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So Ridenauer is going to go down by fall here in 2:28. And with that, it's going to make our score 41-16 in favor of Williamsburg.
And we've got our last 2 matches set up for us here, Jamie. To the left is Sam Johnson at 220 taking on Logan Knutson. And I believe these two wrestled Saturday for the bronze medal. So this would be a good payback for Sam Johnson. And Brett Roush taking on a very, very good Miguel Sanchez. Boy, there's a body lock by Knutson on Sam Johnson, and he takes Johnson right to the mat, slaps a half Nelson on him. Boy, Knutson just got in tight on that body lock with an underhook, just stepped in, went to a body lock, and then crumbled Johnson to his back, slapped him with a half Nelson, now reverse half Nelson with Knutson, and Johnson's going to roll through. Nice job by the junior from West Delaware to get off his back. But Knutson comes up with a half Nelson on the right. Johnson trying to roll him through. Boy, he's got to wing that right arm down. Inside wrist by Knutson on the left, half Nelson on the right. 5-0 lead now by Knutson, looking for some more back points with a cradle. And Johnson's going to break the cradle. He's going to kick that leg free. Match in front of us at weight class 195. That's Brett Roush, and he's got his hands full, Jamie, with the fine senior. We've seen Miguel Sanchez wrestle, and very, very smooth wrestler for Williamsburg.
Yeah, he really is. And, you know, we saw him last year, and I think he was just starting to get into wrestling some varsity last year down there in Williamsburg, and has really gotten a heck of a lot better just from one season's time.
Yeah, and he's very, very good on his feet. Very, very smooth wrestler, and he's very, very strong. Very, very heavy leg from the waist down. Very, very strong tree trunk type leg. There's a nice stand-up by Roush. He's going to pick up 1 point escape. Very nice stand-up. There's a tap and go by Sanchez, a back trip as he knocks Roush to his back. Could be a fall. Very, very quick. There's the fall. Tell you what, that's how quick Miguel Sanchez is. He got in very quickly. They cleared it, Jamie. I think there was about 7 seconds left. 1:53. He got in on that inside trip, back trip, climbed the body immediately, and Roush had no place to go. 47-16 is our score right now. And Sam Johnson finds himself down 5-0. So it's going to be Knutson's choice, and he's going to choose down to start the second. Sam Johnson's got some work. Nice chop by Johnson. He's got Knutson belly down off the center of the mat. Now he's got to work a pinning combination here. He's got an inside wrist on the left. And Johnson gets high riding over the top. Nice job by Knutson. He's going to control that wrist. He's going to take it, stand up, and split the hands of Johnson for a 1 point escape. Now Knutson in. He's got that cow catcher locked up. He's going to try to launch Johnson. Johnson's got a headlock on Knutson, slips the headlock, and Knutson will pick up 2 point takedown, making it 8-1. So I know you wrestle somebody on Saturday, Jamie, and you like to come back here on Thursday and try to close the gap. You know, giving yourself a chance here. And Knutson has done a nice job just kind of controlling the hips and controlling the motion of Sam Johnson.
Yeah, he has, and, you know, as the second takedown in the match, he added a 3 point near fall in there as well. So, you know, that's you really realize that there's still work to do.
And, you know, as Coach Voss, and you're going to talk to him a little bit after the match, I know he's going to say the same thing. You know, it's go time. You got to sense some urgency when you step into the practice room. And I'll tell you what, you know, everything, all those goals that you write down and you're trying to work for, hey, it's time to get after them. There's a cross body ride by Knutson. He kicks the leg free. He's got a chicken wing on the left side of Sam Johnson. Kicks the leg free. Now he snaps Johnson's back. He's got a chicken wing, and now he snaps him back. He's going to pick up a 2 point near fall. And now Johnson with a sit-out turning on Knutson. He catches the right leg of Knutson. He's going to try to take Knutson to his back. Knutson scoops the arm of Johnson. Now Knutson has Johnson on his back. Off the edge of the mat they go. Let's see if Knutson picks up 2 more, and he does. He came out with a scissor on the body of Johnson and caught his chin and stopped Johnson's roll. Picked up a new 2 point near fall. Now it's 12-1. 5 seconds left to go in the second. And there's a roll attempt by Johnson. He leaves his left arm behind and a half Nelson by Knutson, but time runs out, and it's going to be Johnson's choice. Should be Johnson's choice here, and he looks over to Coach Voss, and Coach Voss says, hey, go neutral. All right, 12-1. Sam Johnson with some work to do here. It's 47-16 is our dual meet score. Again, Williamsburg will improve to 13-3 on the year, having a very, very fine season. Jamie, after seeing them here tonight, they've got to be considered as a favorite for the Womack. We were talking about that before the match started, as Knutson gets a double-leg takedown on Johnson for a 14-1 lead. We're talking about going into the Womack, who's some of the favorites. I think it's going to be a wide-open race, but after seeing Williamsburg wrestle, watching Solon and DeWitt wrestle last week, and then see Independence have a fine tournament on Saturday, I think it's going to be anybody's tournament to win, depending on who's hot that particular day.
Yeah, it really is, and there's some really good teams in the Womack this year, and it's going to be a battle the whole way through.
And we haven't seen Mount Vernon yet. They've got a fine dual meet team. We'll see them next Thursday. Mount Vernon and Anamosa at Mount Vernon. Our next Womack trifecta next Thursday in Mount Vernon. Jamie and I will be there with all the hold-by-hold action. And we'll see Mount Vernon for the first time. They've got some outstanding individuals, and we'll see how good their team is. Off the edge of the mat they go as Johnson tries to snatch the head of Knutson and pull it underneath and surprise him with the headlock. But Knutson pops that head out, and off the edge of the mat they go, so back to the center. Tripod stand-up by Johnson. He tries a knee slide. There's that roll again. He leaves his left arm behind. Knutson catches it. That's going to be a 2-point near fall, and this thing's over, Jamie. A 16-1 tech fall in 5 minutes and 20 seconds will give the Williamsburg Raiders 5 more, and this thing's going to be over 52-16. Let's take a short timeout. Jamie's going to put his stats together. The stats went all the Raiders' way tonight, but Jamie will have them for us. Then we'll be back talking to some seniors. Jamie will have Coach Voss here with a little bit of insight. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us. We've got more fun and more excitement for you here from the Hawks Nest on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentives at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hi, this is Shannon, owner of Sheer Hecke Salon and Spa in Manchester, located at 214 West Marion Street. Book your appointment now to get that full spa experience. Call 563-608-4999. Best of luck to all you athletes.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Welcome back into the Seedorf Gymnasium. The Hawks fall to Williamsburg tonight, 52-16. The final score is Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you as we wrap this thing up. But, Roger, this is always one of your favorite parts of the year, favorite times of the year. It's senior night here in Manchester as the Hawks, we've got all 8 of the Hawks seniors up here tonight. Some of them have been wanting to talk on the radio for a long time, and I've never given them the opportunity. But he's going to get his opportunity to talk tonight, as he's been wanting to do for a long time. But Roger, always a great time to celebrate these seniors and their accomplishments here.
Well, it is, and that's what this sport's all about. Is you put in your 4 years and you wrestle hard, and you create some memories. And that's one thing a coach told me one time: whether you win or lose, every time you go out, you create a memory. That memory may be a good memory, it may be something that you want to grab onto, or it may be something that as time goes by you want to let it fade out of your mind, but you always want to learn something. But you create some memories in athletics, you create some relationships, you create some bonds that never go away. You know that from wrestling and doing things. I know that from wrestling and playing sports. It's the brotherhood. You're competing. You're building relationships, especially with your teammates here. And Senior Parents Night is always a good time.
We're ready.
We're ready to rock and roll. Well,
this is your job.
Okay. Well, I was looking for a lead in there.
Oh.
But we'll take it. Well, we've got 8 fine seniors that have spent some time in the orange and black, and we've got senior Owen Ward up here at weight class 138. Owen's a senior. He's having a fine year so far. So, Owen, thanks for joining us tonight. And first of all, congratulations on a big win tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I always like to ask a few questions. The main question is, give us a couple of takeaways. You spent 4 years in this room. You've wrestled a lot of matches. You've sweat a lot of sweat up there. What are some takeaways that you're going to take when you leave the West Delaware wrestling program?
Well, it's a lot more than just wrestling. I guess I've learned from the program that you get a lot from it, like hard work, your determination, and then your discipline, obviously, with cutting weight and everything. So, I guess there's a lot more than just the basic double leg that you get from wrestling.
Well, you're exactly right with that. You've had a great season so far. You started at 145. You dropped to weight class 138. I know you've got some goals set for you. We're more than halfway through the season. What things are you trying to accomplish yet as you continue to go through the season?
Well, I guess it's every wrestler's dream, to get down to the state tournament. So I've always dreamed of that since I was a freshman, and that was my goal last year, and I just didn't quite make it there. So this year I've got a little different approach, and I'm going to try to make some noise down in Des Moines.
Well, that would be outstanding. As you look back on your 4 years, what are a couple of your favorite memories that you can think back as being part of the West Delaware wrestling program?
I'll never forget my freshman year being down at state duels, and we had that state championship team. I guess that was probably my favorite memory, just being down with all the upperclassmen. It's a great opportunity.
That was a good memory, and that was a lot of fun. Jamie and I were there, and those are always great times. Owen, what's in your future plans? What do you got going down the road as far as plans after graduation? What's in store for you?
Yeah, well, I'm planning on playing baseball in college somewhere. I haven't declared where yet, but I know I'm going to go to a 4-year school, get a degree, and then try to get a good job.
That sounds like a great plan. And Owen, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And you've had a great season so far. Keep it going. And I know the team appreciates your leadership and all your hard work. So a nice job. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
That's Owen Ward, everybody. Thanks a lot, Owen Ward, for joining us tonight on senior night. Next up, senior weight class 160, Ryan DeSoto. Ryan, stepping into the varsity lineup tonight at weight class 160. You started up there. You've controlled your weight. You've dropped it down. And tell us about that journey to get to weight class 160.
Yeah, it was a battle getting down to 160. I mean, starting at 82 and working my way down there, and wrestling JV helped a little bit to get down here, and just eating right, and then just getting down to 160 finally felt good enough, and then to wrestle in that varsity spot tonight felt good.
Well, exactly right. I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Owen. You know, you've been part of this program. You're a senior this year. What does Coach Voss expect out of you seniors in the wrestling room as far as leadership and work ethic and things like that?
He expects us to have, like, solid leadership, like you said, and, like, we need to put in strong work ethic. That's what we are here for, and we encourage our teammates to just work hard every day in the room and get after it.
And what are some life lessons and takeaways you're gonna leave this program with, and things that you're going to use as you further your education, as you go on in life? What are some takeaways from the West Delaware Wrestling program?
Leadership is a big one, and just teaching yourself to, like, focus on the right things and work hard and stuff to fight through those tough battles, like where you think you're just dead and you can't work any harder, but you got to keep pushing through it and stuff like that.
Exactly right. Those are outstanding lessons. And as you look back on your years of being with the West Delaware Hawks in the wrestling room, what are a couple of your favorite memories that you're gonna just hang on to and smile every time you think about those things?
Friendship is probably my biggest one. I mean, coming up here every day with my friends and just having a good time, battling it out with each other, and sometimes you get after it, but you're always friends in the end. So.
Exactly right. Well, Ryan, what's in your future as you think about? You've got a semester of school left here at high school, and then you're going to graduate. And what's in your future?
I plan to go to Iowa State and major in animal ecology and fisheries biology. So.
That sounds like a great plan. You're an outdoors type of person,
yep.
And like to work outdoors and all that kind of thing. That's a good thing. And
yep.
Sounds like a great plan. I know they got a good program there. So best wishes to you, and we look forward to watching you wrestle the rest of the season at weight class 160, and hopefully good things are going to happen.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, that's Ron DeSoto, everybody. Weight class 160 for the West Delaware Hawks, talking about his senior campaign. Next up, we have varsity wrestler, weight class 195. We have Brett Roush. Brett, tough match tonight, but you've had a great season so far. You've battled, you've worked hard, and talk about your match tonight.
Just kind of got out of position a little bit, wrestled not quite through the first period, and just kind of got out of position there at the end.
Yeah, and you know that things like that happen, and as you go back to the wrestling room tomorrow and get ready for a real tough tournament on Saturday, what are some things that you're going to concentrate on tomorrow to make yourself better for Saturday?
Just finishing my takedowns, staying in the center, and getting escapes and keeping my head up on bottom and getting out.
Exactly right. Well, as you look back on your career at West Delaware, what are some things that you're going to remember? What are some takeaways that you're going to leave this program with as you you've got about a month or so, 5 weeks left in the season to get to that state tournament. What are some things that you're going to take away from this program?
Just kind of never backing down from a challenge, just fighting through it and working as hard as you can.
Yeah, those are great. Those are great life lessons. About your goals, looking. In short 2 weeks, you got the WAMAC tournament come up, and then it's sectionals and districts. What are some things that are on your goal list that you're still working towards?
Kind of like Owen said before, it's kind of a dream to get down to state, and it'd be kind of fun to go down with a bunch of senior guys.
Well, it certainly would. It'd be fun for Jamie and I to come down there and watch you compete down there. And Brett, some things. You got some great coaches in the wrestling room. What are a couple of life lessons that you've learned from these outstanding coaches?
Just having good leadership, never backing down from a challenge, and always work your hardest no matter what, and just fight through it.
Those are great things that are going to carry a long ways in life. What are your future plans when you leave West Delaware High School?
Something to do with agriculture. I don't know where I'm going yet or exactly what, but maybe egg business or animal science or something like that.
That sounds like a great plan. We're in a great area to do that. So, again, best wishes to you. Got a big part of the season coming up, and we look forward to watching you wrestle and the excitement that you bring to the program.
Thank you.
Hey, that's Brett Roush, everybody. Weight class 195 for the West Delaware Hawks. Outstanding senior. Next up, we have weight class 170. We have Coy Russell. And Coy, on the IR list tonight, not able to wrestle. And looking forward to seeing you back in that singlet. tell us a little bit about, you've had a great season so far, and tell us a little bit about some of the highlights and some of the things that you can remember as far as your season has gone so far.
Coming into my first tournament at the Hawk Invite, I mean, it was great to come out with a first tournament win this year. I mean, that was good to get through, and, just, started at 82 and then working my way down to 70. That was kind of a little bit more of a challenge for me this year, but I made it through. So those are some things that, positive things. So.
Well, you bet. One thing I've always wanted to ask you, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask Max the same question. Outstanding football players, what are the similarities between playing football, or if there are any, playing football, and then you come out here and put the singlet on? What are some of the commonalities that those sports share that you can relate to us?
I mean, just kind of that mental toughness, I mean, just, going out there and just trying to, beat on someone. I mean, it's just kind of like a different atmosphere compared to other sports. I mean, just the way you do your moves. I mean, it's just kind of like football. You go out there and you tackle someone and you just, you keep beating on them. So.
Well, watching you play football, you're doing a lot of running from the competition, but when you put that singlet on, you're doing a lot of attacking the competition, and that's fun to watch. So we appreciate that. Well, what are some goals you have left to complete this season?
Hopefully make it back for the Walmack tournament, and then, try and get that title, and then obviously make it down to the state tournament again, and hopefully, come out on that podium this year.
Exactly right. Now, what are some things, looking back on your career, what are some of those great moments that you'd like to share with us that you can think about and smile, and those takeaways that you're going to take from the program?
I mean, making it down to the state tournament last year, I mean, I couldn't have been more happy to make that, and then, go down there with Brent Lammers. I mean, that was just a great experience to go down and work with him all year, and then go down there at the state tournament with him and, watch him have a lot of success. I mean, that was a great memory.
As far as, being in the wrestling room and being a senior, some of the people the younger kids look up to, what are some of those expectations that the coaching staff puts on you as far as seniors being in the wrestling room?
I mean, a lot of leadership and, just that work ethic, I mean, going and drilling hard and just showing kids that, don't ever back down and just keep going and working your hardest. So, I mean, it's a pretty good role for the kids to look up to.
Well, sure, you bet. As far as your future, what's in Corey Russell's plans after graduation?
I'm not quite for sure yet. I'm thinking about either going to UNI or Iowa, so it just kind of depends on how football turns out.
Well, you bet. Any kind of major, or are you just open right now?
I'm probably looking toward like a business major.
All right. Well, there you go. Sounds like a great plan. Well, Corey, we're looking forward to getting you back in that singlet and watching you shoot that freight train double. I always like calling that up here, and that's a lot of fun to watch. And we're looking forward to seeing you wrestle down the road here. So thanks for joining us tonight, and best wishes for a great rest of the season.
Thank you.
Hey, that's Corey Russell, everybody, joining us on senior night, weight class 1, a 70-pounder for West Delaware. Well, we've got 195-pounder, 225-pounder, 285-pounder, anywhere the Hawks need you. Mr. Cooper Weeks, and you've done a great job. We've watched you wrestle for 4 years here, and you've been all over the place in the lineup, and you've done a great job for West Delaware. What are some great memories that you have of being part of this program?
I guess one of my favorite memories was wrestling in that independence duel last year because, I mean, just having my name called with a mat lamp, and just being able to wrestle in that duel, which is one of the best dual meets in the whole state.
You're exactly right. That's always a big rivalry, and that's 2 weeks from tonight, that West Delaware Independence duel coming up. So as you look back on your career, what are some takeaways that you're going to leave this program? What are some of those things those life lessons that you're going to leave this program with?
I guess just, battling the impossible, because last season it's kind of what I did, just fighting impossible odds and just learning how to fight that and take out the positives from those situations, I guess.
You bet. Those are great things, great skill traits to keep with you. As you you put on the singlet here tonight for senior parents night. Great crowd here. How does that feel when you walk out on the mat and you got a great crowd here, and everybody's cheering for you. You lost a close triple overtime match here tonight, but you put forth a great effort. How's that make you feel when you step out on the mat?
You just got to treat it like practice. You just got to treat it like how you're wrestling in practice. It's not, yeah.
Try to block that out and just concentrate on your opponent and get after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, outstanding. Well, Cooper, being a senior on this team and having some leadership roles there, what are some things that Coach Voss expects out of you when you come to practice every day?
Just my best, nothing less and nothing more.
Well, that's, you got a great coaching staff, and I can hear him saying that. Well, as you look upon your future, what's in store for you? What are your plans after graduation from West Delaware?
My plan is to go to Hawkeye and get my general education done and then go to a college and major in psychology.
All right, that sounds like a great plan, and, you've got it all mapped out, so we look forward to watching you in the future and seeing what comes of that. So, Cooper, thanks for the memories you've created, and thanks for being part of Senior Parents Night here, and thanks for joining us on the Senior Night here.
Thank you.
Everybody, Cooper Weeks, 220, 195, 285, Mr. Russell anywhere that the Hawks need him. So thanks, Cooper Weeks. Well, we have Spencer Barron up, and Spencer, first year wrestling, I hear, coming out here, and, how does that make you feel? Not wrestling before, but coming out here tonight and putting on the orange and black singlet in front of a huge crowd.
Well, I enjoyed it. I love wrestling here. I wish I would have done it a few years earlier, but
yeah, what made you come out, senior, never wrestling for a long time? What made you come out this year?
well, it was my senior year and just wanted to try everything, I guess, and give it my best. See what I can do.
What's been the toughest part of wrestling for you? Been the weight cutting, the going through the practices, the early morning workouts, all those things that you've got to do to be a successful wrestler here.
It'd probably be the morning practices. Just not a morning person. Kind of hard to get up.
Got to get up and put the running shoes on and sweat a little bit and get all that stuff done. Well, very good. As you look back here on your senior campaign here, what's a big memory you're going to take with you when you leave this program?
Just spend time with my teammates, going to practice every day, and seeing everybody work hard and getting results out of it.
Oh, you bet. As you graduate now in May, you've got a semester of school left. As you look down the line here, what's in your plans?
Planning on going to college. Don't really know what for yet. After college, get a job and work.
All right. Well, we'll just wait and see, won't we? So, Spencer, great job coming out. That takes a lot of guts to be a senior, never wrestling before, stepping out on the mat. Looks like you've done a great job so far. So, best wishes to you, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Everybody, Spencer Barron, first-year wrestler, weight class 220 for the Hawks. Now we've got the guy that wants the radio, that wants the mic, so we're expecting a lot out of Mr. Bennett Cole. He's going to step to the mic for us tonight. So, Bennett, thanks for joining us on Senior Parents Night. Kind of a bittersweet Parents Night for you. You've got that injury from football, I believe, and not able to put the orange and black singlet on, but you're here and you're still part of the program.
Yeah, it's a great experience, I guess. Just kind of bonding with the team, it's kind of just one of those things that you just can't get away from. So a lot of fun, I guess.
So what are the, you not being able to wrestle this year, what's a couple of things that you really miss, not being able to put the singlet on and stepping out under the mat lamp?
I don't know. It's just kind of that thrill that's just you versus that other opponent. It's just you trying to get after it and get a win for your team, I guess. And I guess any meet would probably be one of those things that you'll probably miss going out on the mat for, I guess.
Well, you bet. Well, as a guy that can't really wrestle hard in competition, I'm sure you've been up in the room wandering around. What are some things that you've been able to do, some things that you've been able to help out with, and the coach has given you some responsibility doing?
It's just that kind of that injury reserve. Ryan Phillips is there. You got a whole bunch of kids that's been in and out. Coy's out right now, so it's just kind of working with them and trying to push them as far as they can go, I guess.
Oh, sure. As you look back on your season, your career here at West Delaware. What's been one of the greatest things, something you just look back on and say, man, that was really fun, or that was a great time, that was a great experience? What would be on the top of your list?
Definitely going down to the state duels freshman year. That was a really great experience, getting down on the mat there. Oh, that was pretty fun. And then, I don't know, I guess messing with Jamie over here, that's always fun. He actually called me 6 times tonight when I stood out on the mat for parents' night.
Did not.
As he was supposed to be on the radio, but I guess that was a good memory, I guess.
Well, that's the best you can come up with. Your standards aren't very high coming up with a memory of me in it.
Well, Bennett, what's in your future? Looking down the road here, you've got the semester of school left, and you're going to be walking across that stage, grabbing that diploma. What's down the line for you?
I'm thinking about going to power line school. Kind of signed up for that, so we'll see how that kind of goes, and should like it. So yeah, it'll be pretty fun.
That will be until you get out in that 50.
Did you see him crossing his fingers when he said he's to walk across that stage? He's hoping. I got to give you a hard time when I can. You wanted the microphone for 2 years now.
I did not want any microphone.
Yes, you did. You wanted to broadcast with us, and now's your chance to talk.
No.
There you go. Well, Bennett, we appreciate you joining us tonight. I know Jamie gets a lot of fun, gets some kicks out of this, and we appreciate you. I know it's been tough having to watch, sit on the sideline, not being able to really get out there and help the team out with your wrestling ability, but I know the team appreciates you not giving up on them and still being part of the team.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, everybody, Bennett Cole, injured reserve list for the West Delaware Hawks, and thanks for joining us. Well, we've got our 8th and final senior, Max Ridenauer, 195-pounder, dropping down to 182, and doing a super job so far for West Delaware. Max, thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for being up here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you sat out last year. You had a little injury problem, and you made it back here this year. How does that? How do you take a year off that you really don't want to take off and come back and try to get everything going again? How tough is that?
It's pretty tough. I mean, I just got to work into it again and start all over, it seems like.
Well, you left us, I believe you're at weight class 152 or 160. You had some weight gain, which is incredible, and now you've dropped back to 182. How big of an adjustment has that been, stepping up about 3 weight classes after missing a year?
The kids up here are a lot bigger than they were at 152.
So tough competition that way. I'm going to ask you the same thing as I asked Coy. Comparing your football season to your wrestling season. You played quarterback on the football team, being that one that was always pursued by the defense, and now you get on the wrestling mat and you've got to turn that around. You've got to be the pursuer. How do you get those things going, and how do you change gears from one sport to the other?
It's just mentally you got to change gears. Like in wrestling, it's a lot of hard work in the room for practice, and then coming out on the mat and contact always instead of just 7 seconds to just contact a football.
You're exactly right on that. That's a good analogy. Well, looking back on your career here at West Delaware, what are some takeaways that you're going to leave the program with? Some things that you can hang your hat on, some great memories that you can take with you as you leave here.
My first memory is my sophomore year when I dropped down to 152. It was when we were wrestling Decorah in the old gym, and it was the second to last match, and I pinned that special kid from Decorah to seal a duel, which is kind of fun. And then my second memory was my freshman year. I got a message from Jake Voss while we were down in Des Moines, and he asked if I could go warm up with him down on the mat, and that was pretty cool.
You bet. It's always fun getting down on the mats at Wells Fargo and being a part of that. So what do you want to accomplish yet? You've got about a month or so left here in the season. What are some things that Max Ridenauer wants to get done before he leaves this program?
I want to go down the state tournament and get on the podium.
So if you make it to the state tournament, can I get that same message from you, asking me to come warm up on the mat with you?
Sure, but I'll kick your butt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Max, what's in your future plans? I know you love football, you love baseball, you love wrestling and stuff. what's in Max's plans?
I'm either going to go to Coe College or Upper Iowa University to major in sports management and play football or baseball.
That sounds like a great plan, and we look forward to watching your career as you leave this place and blossom somewhere. But I know you've got a lot of excitement left in that singlet, and we look forward to seeing you really finish strong in the remainder of the season.
Thank you.
Everybody, Max Ridenour, the outstanding 182-pounder for West Delaware Hawks, joining us on Senior Parents Night, and we just appreciate all the seniors joining us for a good time here. So thanks a lot.
That was good. I listened to it while I was talking with Coach Voss, so that's always a great thing. Not only recognizing the seniors here tonight as they walk across that mat in their final dual meet, but getting them up here to say a few words and really kind of put them on the spot. And I know you like to do that a lot. And I was talking to Owen Ward after he got done, and he said he put me on the spot asking me. I said, that's why you never go first. You get to hear the questions ahead of time if you wait till the end. So, but that was my fault because I gave him the microphone, I guess. So, but no, it was a great night here, and I know the team score didn't end the way they wanted it to, or some of the matches didn't end the way these kids wanted them to. But it's a great opportunity every time you get to step out on the mat, and up in the wrestling room before they leave every practice, they've got four sayings that they say before they leave practice, and the very first one is, "I am thankful for the opportunity to wrestle." And I think you need to get to that point, whether you're a senior or a freshman, where you really think that's really your mindset, that you are thankful for the opportunity to wrestle. Because so many times there's a lot of people that wish they could wrestle and have that opportunity to wrestle. That's look at that kid from Spencer, thankful for the opportunity to wrestle, because things can change so fast. So I think that's one of the lessons you learn in wrestling is you can't take that for granted, and you got to be appreciative of the opportunity to not only wrestle but to compete in sports and have the ability to step out in front of a crowd every time out and really perform.
Well, you're exactly right, Jamie. And this is one of the hardest things in the world to do, because it's a mano a mano, man on man. And, that's not easy. You're out there as a single person actually wrestling solo, and it's you against the other guy. And, that takes a lot of heart. That takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of courage. And, we all look back on those times when we had to do that, and we're thankful that we had the opportunity. And, again, we appreciate those lessons. As these guys talked about the lessons that they've learned, we can recall those lessons that I learned as a high school, college wrestler. You can look back on those great lessons that you learned being part of this fine program. And, it's fun to hear those kids. They talk about leadership. They talk about hard work. They talk about dedication and being part of the brotherhood. And you heard that several times tonight, just being with my friends, being with my teammates, and those are all good things.
Absolutely. Well, the Hawks lose tonight 52-16 as they Williamsburg with 20 takedowns in that duel. West Delaware with 6, 2 major decisions for each team, and 1 tech fall for each team. 6 pins for Williamsburg, 0 for the Hawks, and Williamsburg wins 10 matches, and West Delaware wins 4 in a dual meet that finished 52-16 here on senior night. It was a busy night here, Roger. We were here for it all. We had the JV followed by the introduction of the seniors, and then they took off and went and got warmed up for the dual meet tonight. We introduced the mini wrestlers all the way from kindergarten till to 6th grade, and then we had the outstanding light show directed by Mary Jane Fetter. Always a great time, and I know a lot of people like to see that. Opposing teams. It's a great show for the fans of opposing teams, and it just looks really good on this community and this high school, West Delaware High School. So it was a great night. A lot of action, as our action will continue. Of course, KMCH will have coverage tomorrow night, as they've got West Delaware boys basketball, here from the Seedorf Gymnasium as they take on Anamosa, as we will have that for you at about 7:30 with John Swisher and Bill Logan, as West Delaware hosting Anamosa. And then, of course, Saturday is 9 o'clock. We've got the Coach's Corner starting at 9 o'clock with John Swisher. I'll catch up with West Delaware head coach Jeff Voss. And, of course, you and I will be at Cedar Rapids for that Cedar Rapids Jefferson Invitational. We will we'll have coverage. We'll be online to start that, as that starts at 10 a.m. And then we'll be online for that, and then we'll switch over to KMCH on your radio dial, and then we'll go back. It's going to be a crazy day, as we're going to start online, and then we'll go live after the Coach's Corner, and then we will go back online as the West Delaware girls and boys basketball doubleheader in Delhi, as they take on Maquoketa Valley, that annual matchup between the Hawks and the Wildcats, as that gets underway at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon with John Swisher and Bill Logan. And then, of course, Sunday, Iowa men's basketball versus Michigan at 3:30, a 2:30 pregame for that one. As hey, can't forget the Iowa Hawkeyes defeated Michigan State tonight. The season sweep over the Spartans, as they won 76-59 tonight over the Spartans in East Lansing. They have not swept the Spartans and have not won in East Lansing since 1993. And, of course, very memorable for all the Hawk fans. That was the year Chris Street passed away. And, of course, that was the last time the Hawks beat Michigan State in East Lansing. So a great win for the Hawkeyes tonight, sweeping Michigan State on the season. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Roger, I want to thank you for joining me again tonight. I'm glad to be back. You know, I enjoyed the honeymoon, but I tell you what, I was still listening to you guys. I did a video chat Thursday with Tony, as you and Tony were on down in DeWitt. And then, of course, Saturday, I paid a little money to get Wi-Fi on the airplane on the ride home and listened to you and Alex from that Bent Community Tournament. So even though I wasn't with you, I was listening. So a great job to you guys, and appreciate you covering for me last week. I want to thank Janelle Tucker for running the board for us this evening, and want to most of all thank you, the listeners, for listening to us here on KMCH, and of course our 43 sports boosters for all their great support of high school wrestling here on KMCH. For Roger Reed, I'm Jamie Vaskey, saying good night from the Seedorf Gymnasium in Manchester, Iowa. Once again, the final, the West Delaware Hawks, Williamsburg 52, and West Delaware 16. You've been listening to West Delaware Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.